Hello and welcome to Big Dash Knows. Big Dash knows what? New York Giants football. Let's go. So let's be honest. First of all, this was not a very exciting day for the New York Giants. In comparison to day one of legal tampering, day two, not exciting at all for the New York Giants. But it was very intriguing. And we already know what the main reason why it was very intriguing was the pickup of Drew Lock. So the first night of tampering, we ended up losing Tyrod Taylor, or losing out to re-signing Tyrod Taylor. He goes to the Jets, gets a lucrative deal, 2-year deal to back up Aaron Rodgers. Great spot for Tyrod Taylor. He doesn't have to pick up and move, and he's in a good spot. He's in a good spot backing up Aaron Rodgers. Fantastic for him. Salute to you, Tyrod Taylor. Thank you for the 2 years you had with the New York Giants. But with the signing of Tyrod Taylor to the Jets opens up a hole, a veteran quarterback hole that the New York Giants needed to fill. And we saw Joe Shane in the pressers talk about adding quarterback depth, adding someone to the room, whether it be free agency or the draft, left all his options open, and we settled on Drew Lock. We were able to wrestle him away from the Seattle Seahawks. Now, here's the thing with Drew Lock. When Drew Lock was drafted to the Denver Broncos, he was kind of penciled in as somebody that could develop and be, a future starter for the Denver Broncos. And he actually started a few games for the Denver Broncos. He wasn't the best. He wasn't the worst. He was pretty average. They packaged him up in that big trade to Seattle for Russell Wilson. He backed up Geno Smith. Actually, when they first traded Russell Wilson, Drew Lock was pretty much a guy that they penciled in as a starter, for the Seahawks. Geno Smith ended up beating them out, and he ended up backing up Geno Smith, but still made a couple of starts. Didn't have fantastic stats with Seattle, but still a young quarterback with some good years ahead of himself and showing that he can do some things. And when you take a guy that does have some talent, has some athleticism, has a little bit of swag as well, and you put him in a quarterback room where he's mentored by Kafka, by Brian Dable, by Shea Tierney, you hope that you can get even more out of Drew Lock. Help develop him even more and see what you have. Now, it's only a 1-year deal, only costs us $5 million. So it's pennies. It's a very team-friendly deal. And the upside of that is good, because if you have a situation where Daniel Jones does come back, God forbid, and he does get hurt, you have a quality backup that can, bridge the gap. Now, also, there's a lot of writings on the wall when it comes to this signing to me. Now, some people will say, like, okay, we got Drew Lock, we have Daniel Jones, we have Tommy DeVito. We don't need to draft a quarterback. We have enough guys in the back. Daniel Jones is our starter. People will bang the table and talk about that. That's not how I'm seeing this. Signing Drew Lock, 1-year deal, $5 million, does not stop you from drafting a future quarterback. Whether it be at 6, at 47, wherever they're at in the draft, the signing of Drew Lock does not stop you from drafting a quarterback. So the people that are running around, if you want to call it taking victory laps, we got Drew Lock, our quarterback room is set, we have Tommy DeVito, let's run with these three guys. No. Because you're really not banking on Tommy DeVito, Drew Lock, or Daniel Jones. Like, if you had to bet your job on Daniel Jones, and you had a good job, like people that care about their careers and jobs and stuff like that, if you had to bet your career on Daniel Jones, you probably wouldn't do it. I know I wouldn't do it. So it's very intriguing that we signed Drew Lock. I do believe that he pushes Daniel Jones, and also if Daniel Jones is not healthy, and I think he's going to try to be as healthy as possible, because now he has a guy that's really threatening his job. If Daniel Jones is not ready to go, and the New York Giants do draft a quarterback but want to go with Drew Lock, because they can do that, if Drew Lock wins you some games, you can let that quarterback that you draft sit on the side and develop under Drew Lock, Daniel Jones. And you have, a good bridge to whoever the future quarterback is going to be. That's one way of seeing it. So I think it was a good signing that the New York Giants picked up Drew Lock. Let me know how you guys feel in the comments down below. And again, if this is your first time checking out the channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. If this is not your first time on the channel, seeing me talking about the New York Giants, and you have not subscribed, shame on you, but go ahead, you can fix that by hitting that subscribe button. I really do appreciate that. So outside of the Drew Lock news, there were also two other signings. We picked up a wide receiver. We picked up a safety. Obviously, Xavier McKinney is gone. And you're trying to find, or you're trying to fill a hole now because Xavier McKinney was gone. So there were some safeties out there in the market. I thought about Jordan Poyer because he was in Buffalo. Some other names out there. Simmons was another one. So when I see the news come across that we're picking up Jalen Mills from the Patriots, I'm like, it really didn't move the needle for me. Yeah, you got a guy that has some years, solid player, solid to good player, safety, the thumper type of safety, support the run type safety. That's fine and dandy. It's not Xavier McKinney. And I have to stop thinking like that, because just like when we signed Devin Singletary is not Saquon Barkley, Jalen Mills is not filling the spot of Xavier McKinney or filling the talent role of Xavier McKinney. He is safety depth. I'm not going to pencil in Jalen Mills as the starter next to Jason Pinnock. I'm not going to do that, because we know that Shane Bowen likes to run that 3 safety look in occasions or on occasions. So what is going to be the role of Jalen Mills right now? Solid veteran, again, solid to good veteran, can support the run, better in run support than he is in coverage. I'll throw up some of the numbers that he had from last year, and nothing spectacular, nothing that really moves the needle, but a good quality depth guy who has started in this league, who can give you some quality snaps, and could possibly be a placeholder for the person that you draft if you're picking up a guy in the draft at safety. Jalen Mills, I give that a C as far as a grade for the pickup. And then the last guy that we were able to get our hands on, pause, and sign or agree to terms with was Isaiah McKenzie, wide receiver, played at Buffalo, more recently played with the Colts. The nickname of Human Joystick, can make some moves. He's shifty, like another slot guy. You can say in the form of a Wandell. And after what happened last year, the New York Giants had so many slot receivers. But when you look at it now, the wide receiver room is very, very thin. So you're picking up a guy that's familiar with Brian Dable, who has a little bit of success, not last year, but a little bit of success when he played at Buffalo. Can give you some kind of some special teams as a returner. I don't know what that means for Gunnar Olszewski, but another deal that's okay. Yeah, we needed to fill a hole in the wide receiver room. We got a guy that can play the slot, give you some versatility, some special teams help. Is he just another guy? A little more than just another guy. I believe he has a real shot at making the team, especially in this wide receiver room. But he gives you insurance for Wandell Robinson, because I think they play a similar role. But Wandell Robinson is our draft pick. He plays a similar role. If you need to spell Wandell Robinson, I don't think you kind of miss a beat with McKenzie. He can give you that same kind of look as Wandell Robinson. So again, the same way that I started this video, this was not a splashy day like day one of tampering was. It was a pretty good day. The New York Giants still, in my opinion, need a cornerback. We need some tight end help, and they do have a tight end visiting tomorrow. We'll see what happens with that. The name escapes me right now, but if anything good happens tomorrow, I'll go ahead and do another update about free agency and try to keep everybody up to date. So again, if this is your first time on the channel and you are a New York Giants fan the way that I'm a New York Giants fan, go hit that like and subscribe button. Always going to bring you guys the updates. Always going to bring you guys my opinion, and I always love when you guys share your opinions in the comments down below. I try my best to get to all the comments, try to reply to all the comments, and let see what you guys are thinking, and hopefully you guys can hold me to that. But I want to thank everybody for vibing with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And from one Giants fan to another, this is Big Dash Knows, Big Blue Nation. Let's go.